we might have just found out why David did what he did. So prosecutors have now laid out what David is actually being charged with, and it basically comes down to 3 horrifying things: allegedly having a relationship with someone underage, ending her life, and trying to cover it up afterwards. According to prosecutors, Celeste was last seen alive on April 23rd, 2025, and what makes that date even more shocking is that it was just 2 days before David released his debut album. Now, here's where it gets even darker. One of the allegations tied to the case is murder for financial gain. Prosecutors believe that Celeste was allegedly threatening to go to the police right before the album dropped. In other words, this wasn't just about a secret getting out. They're suggesting he thought this could destroy his career before it even fully took off. And from what's being said, this relationship wasn't completely hidden either. People were allegedly talking about it online, and there are claims that Celeste had called him out before. Once prosecutors say that there was a risk of this becoming public, they allege David invited Celeste to his home, he took her life with a sharp object, and then tried to cover it up after it happened. And now we have part of the autopsy report. According to the medical examiner, Celeste's death was ruled a homicide. The reports say she died from multiple penetrating injuries, including sharp forced wounds to her upper body. It also says the condition of her remains made some details harder to determine, which just makes the entire case even more disturbing. What's even more disturbing is that an animated music video has resurfaced of David and a young female, where it shows a moment that he slashes this young girl's arm off and then throws a knife at her abdomen. This music video came out 2 years before Celeste was last seen alive, depicting himself fighting against his alter ego. Despite all of that, David has pled not guilty. And honestly, that's what makes this whole thing even crazier to think about, because if he had just been exposed for the relationship alone, that would have already been a massive scandal. His career would have taken a hit, absolutely. But at least there's a world where someone faces consequences, gets help, disappears for a while, and maybe comes back and tries to rebuild something later. But if prosecutors prove what they're alleging here, this is way beyond a scandal. This is the kind of case that there is no coming back from.